Here we are in Indiana, where we see the rare male Karen in his natural habitat. If we are really quiet, we might hear his wonderful song.
And what?
Show me the rules saying that you're allowed to do this.
You're serious? Who are you?
Come on, buddy.
Please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget that notification bell. Also, if you would like me to make more videos talking about sledge hockey or any other experiences I have as a disabled person, let me know down in the comments. Finally, I can present you with a Karen video that I can personally relate to. In this wonderful edition of self-entitled Karen types expressing their selfish opinions, a man in Indiana came across Tom Morris on a bike trail. Tom Morris is a man with a disability who was using his adapted bike on the trail. Apparently, this man takes issue with that for some inexplicable reason.
Nice job.
Seriously, dude, you're not supposed to have e-bikes on this thing.
This is a handicap piece of equipment.
And
what?
show me the rules saying that you're allowed to do this.
You're serious? Who are you?
Come on, buddy. You're breaking the rules at the park.
It's a handicap piece of equipment. I can't walk.
You should have led with that.
He did lead with that.
I said it. Is this your husband? Class act, brother. You're a class act.
You guys are a class act. You know the rules.
Class act.
They allow you to be there, bro.
God, dude.
Everyone's on a motorcycle.
Wow. Class act.
I think Turd Ferguson himself put it best.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
What's the difference? You're their all-time bestseller.
This man may not have realized that Mr. Morris was disabled, but even when it was explained to him, he and his wife act like jerks and continue to rant about it. As far as the rules that say he can use his adaptive bike on the trail, it would be the Americans with Disabilities Act. The bike he is using is not running on gas and releasing exhaust, it is running on a wheelchair battery, it looks like. When Morris shared the incident on his Facebook, he said, "The only reason I posted that video was because I want to advocate for people that maybe don't have the ability to advocate for themselves," and said he wants people to take kindness from the situation and not anger. 2020 has been quite a challenge for all of us, but remember, no matter what, be kind to each other, Morris writes. Terry Coleman, Indiana's former Department of Natural Resources Deputy Director, contacted Morris, telling him that he was within his rights. He said, "What I'm on is not an e-bike, it's an adaptive piece of equipment, and adaptive equipment is allowed on all of the trails throughout Indiana." Here is the second video Morris posted following this incident.
Today I admit I'm struggling. I'm struggling pretty big. I want you to remember one thing that I wrote yesterday before I posted that video, and I said kindness. I posted that video for one very simple reason, and that was to bring awareness. That night that the video was taken, I waited until the next morning, not knowing if I was going to post it. And when I woke up the next morning, I opened up some social media, and the very first person that was on my feed was a young boy, Eli, 8-year-old little boy with a spinal bifida. He's wheelchair bound. And all I could think of is, what if this would have happened to him or someone like him that maybe doesn't have a voice or a platform like I do? So the only reason I posted that video is because I want to advocate for people that, maybe don't have the ability to advocate for themselves. That video was never meant with intentions to do harm or ill will to those two people. I don't know them. I know them from one interaction, and I have nothing but love and kindness for them. This is not a revenge thing. This isn't anything like that. And to be honest with you, people have reached out and definitely a lot of support, and I appreciate that. But on the other end, what that man and woman's comments to me were, they weren't very nice. But some of the stuff that's being written in those And those messages they're challenging, and that's not who I am. That's not the message. The message is kindness. As we move forward, man, I would just really appreciate if we could just look at people with a little bit more empathy. Try and get out there and make this place a little bit better. Have a great day.
Apparently, the state of Indiana has actually purchased 12 off-roading wheelchairs to provide access to trails for disabled individuals, and that is amazing to me. Those pieces of equipment are super expensive. He says not to take anger from the situation, but I am slightly angry about it. I've been told in the past, my privilege due to skin tone means the struggles and disadvantages I face as a person with a disability do not matter. I've been denied access to places, not just due to physical barriers such as stairs, but actually being told I cannot enter a business that is fully accessible with my wheelchair. And he's right. No one wants to see a child with a disability treated the way Morris was in the clip. I respect Mr. Morris for how he has reacted to this incident, and I hope that it is a learning opportunity for the two individuals in the video. But I doubt they will take it as such. This was the equivalent of harassing any other bicyclist, sharing the trail politely for riding their bike just as you are. Confronting someone over using a wheelchair is like yelling at someone for walking around like everyone else. For me, I explain to people that my chair isn't just an assistive device, it is essentially part of my body, a replacement for my legs. My disability is directly connected to my identity. I don't see it as something I struggle with. I don't want people's sympathy or pity, but empathy is a positive thing for all of us. For example, I used to play sledge hockey competitively. We would have clinics where non-disabled individuals who played able-bodied hockey could experience what it was like this video that Gatorade produced, where NHL players experienced it.
I think I got an assist on one of the goals. After the goal, I couldn't get up. I was stuck on my side for about 10 seconds, so.
Just handling the puck and skating at the same time, it's really tough here. Those guys are fast.
It was nice to make a few saves, keep the game close.
I felt about 30 steps behind, so guys were flying around.
Being able to, as they say, spend some time in someone else's shoes gives you a chance to connect with your humanity, to empathize with what others experience in their day-to-day lives. Maybe if the cyclist and his wife in the video tried out an adaptive bike, they might have some empathy for what Mr. Morris was going through.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.
The bird is your word. The bird is your word. The bird is your word.